Today, everybody, we are going to be ranking every single uncommon fruit in Blox Fruits. That's right, we're going to be doing a tier list to see what is the best uncommon fruit for you if you are playing this game. Now, just to preface, this will be unawakened, just so we keep this completely balanced. Eventually, I will do a video where I awaken every single fruit, but that is not today. And to celebrate this, why don't we go ahead and gamble? You know, I love me some gambling. Let's see what we get today. I got an ice fruit. Oh, hey, that's actually one of the uncommon fruits that we can start with. Let's do it. All right, ice fruit is here. Let's go ahead and start our grind. All right, we've got the last ability called Glacial Epoch. Here we go. Yeah. And that, I mean, it pretty much just freezes everything. I know that the ice fruit is very well known for having 2 stuns, so I think that is why a majority of people like the fruit. Let's go ahead and test it on a large group of NPCs. All right, so here we go. Glacial and then you go there. Ice surge, and then you freeze him again. Ice bird, and then you spear. Boom, 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 boom. Oh god, I'm almost dead. Ah, jeez. So not bad. The cooldowns are kind of long, but I feel like the reason you'd want this fruit is just so you can stun people. It's because you have 2 stuns in this fruit. Now, of course, this is only level 1. It is unawakened, but I would give this a solid A tier because the fact that you can walk on water, you can stun enemies, so you have 2 abilities that will stun, and you have a weapon, so if you're grinding, you know, your life is a little bit easier. Obviously, these guys are, you know, these guys have hockey, so they do a bunch of damage to me, but if you're in the right area, grinding can be pretty easy. So I'll give it an A tier. The only reason I'm not giving it an S tier is because it doesn't have a movement ability. The only one we get is being able to walk on water, which is cool, but you're still like not very fast. Let's go ahead and try the next one. All right, up next we have the flame fruit. I've already leveled it up a little bit, but the only difference in this one is it does not have a physical attack, so you're pretty much just stuck using the abilities as your main source of damage. All right, so the full combo is probably like you start with like a burning blast. If you follow up with like a fire bullets, fire column, do a ton of damage there, and then flame destroyer. Yeah. Now thankfully the abilities come off cooldown quite quickly, so while you're doing a combo, stuff will come off cooldown for you to continue grinding, so check that out. Boom. Not too bad. I will say this one is probably gonna get myself I would argue a B tier, only because it doesn't have a just normal attack. You have to use only abilities, and the abilities are good, but they don't do a ton of damage. This one you definitely would have to awaken to make it viable, but it's a solid B tier. I think in like the first or second C, it'd be alright. It'd be alright. It's time to try out the falcon fruit, though I've never used this before. Let's give it a go. All right, we've got all of the abilities for falcon. Now, the funny thing is you cannot awaken this fruit. So this is literally what you get. So let's go ahead and get a large crowd. As always, we kind of test these out. This is kind of my test factor to see if it's good for grinding. And obviously right away we start with wind burst. Pushes them back, does a fair bit of damage. The cooldown's a little long, but that's okay. You got bone crusher, which does a little bit of damage. It stuns your enemy. Pretty good for, I guess, PvP / boss fights. And then we have soaring talon. So boom. I don't even know what that did. I don't even know what that did, but let's go ahead and wind burst again. And you know, the nice thing is you can fly. Obviously that's always a good thing. You can fly. Boom, 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 boom. Turn that off. Soaring talon. Boom. So it's like a dash. You dash through them, do a ton of damage. Boom. But the cooldown is so long, it's just not really a viable fruit. I will say this is probably going to get our worst rating. It's just not viable for grinding. Maybe in PvP or boss fights it could be okay, but let's be honest here, there are so many better options. This is probably going to get yourself a D tier, which is probably going to be our lowest tier, so not great. Up next is the sand fruit. Now, I've never used it before. Again, this is, I will say that this one you can actually awaken, but you know the rules, you know the vibes. All right, we've gotten all the abilities for the sand fruit. So movement ability, kind of nice. I mean, it's just a general movement ability, not too fast. It's just It's okay. Then you've got Desert Sword, Desert Funeral, Sand Tornado, and Heavy Sand. Now, of course, again, you don't have an attack ability, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. It happens. Let's go ahead and get a large group of your boys. All right, here we go. You know what? Add them in here. All right, so we're gonna try Heavy Sand. Oh my, okay. Nice bit of DPS. Desert Sword, which cuts right through them. Sand Tornado, boom. You can toss them in a tornado, do a ton of damage. And Desert Funeral, which is a single target stun, but it does some explosive damage. Honestly, not too bad. The cooldowns on all the abilities are not incredibly long, so you can pretty much get a ton of damage done. Boom, look at that. Easy. Throw him into the Desert Funeral. Desert Sword, finish him off. Sand Tornado, boom, get him out of here. Easy. Not too bad. I will honestly say this could be on par, about the same as the Flame Fruit. I don't know comparatively how much damage they would do, but I would say the fact that it has a stun is kind of nice. I don't remember what I gave. I think I gave the Flame Fruit a B, so I will put Sand in a B as well. It's not terrible. Does a lot of damage. Cooldowns are short, so not bad. All right, time for the Dark Fruit. Let's go. Now, again, this can awaken, but we aren't going to be using that, of course. Let's start the grind. Dark Fruit is done. I will say, of course, no attack ability and no movement ability, so hopefully it makes up in its damage. So I'm gonna do the natural test, get a large group of the boys. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, guys? So right away, I think the combo is this. You start with Black Hole, which does this, stuns them, does a bunch of damage, and brings them to the center. And then you combo with Black Spiral, which you hold, boom, does a ton of damage, disperses them, super cool. And then you would continue that with Dark Rocks, which you just charge up, throw some damage at them. It's not very good, actually. Black Hole with Black Spiral is kind of cool. Look at that combo, boom. Toss them in there, Black Spiral, absolutely obliterate them, and anyone left standing, you've got Dark Bomb, which you literally throw a giant bomb that does a ton of damage, almost 4,500 damage. So lots of damage, good stuns, and it's not bad, honestly. I think if you awaken this, definitely has potential, but overall right now it's gonna get probably a C tier, just because no movement, no attack, long cooldowns. It's maybe good for PvP, maybe. For grinding, it's okay. It's probably just a C tier. I could see that changing though if I awaken it, that's for sure. All right, we've got the last fruit, the Diamond Fruit. Nom nom. Another fruit, I have no idea what it does, so let's give it a shot and crust. Whoa, I'm diamond. All right, and the final fruit, which by the way cannot be awakened, so this is literally what you get, is a diamond, fully maxed out. Let's go ahead and do our test. So obviously you might have noticed I am covered in diamond. I don't actually know how much it actually protects you. I'm assuming it gives you like a nice little defense bonus, but otherwise whatever. Now the combo here, I have no idea what it is, because I think Solar Flare blinds players, which is cool. Then you have Diamond Hail, which does a nice bit of damage actually, and then Beaming Tackle, which depending on how long you charge it, you can just tackle through one player. This is purely like a PvP fruit. This is terrible for grinding. Maybe if you pair it up with like a physical fruit, like, you know, Shark Human, God Human, whatever you want to do, it's not bad. Also, you can tackle people into walls, which is kind of funny, but like, yeah, this fruit is very bad. This is bad. I don't really see a use case for this. Maybe, like I said, maybe in PvP, but this one, it's stinky. It's stinky, and that's it. These are all the uncommon fruits in Blox Fruits. Test it out. I would argue this one's gonna probably get an F tier. I think it might be worse than what was the D tier we gave? The Falcon Fruit. I think it's arguably worse than the Falcon Fruit because it has no movement ability, and yeah, like is stinky. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe we'll have to come back and revisit these to see how they are awakened, because there were 4 fruits in here that can be awakened. I'm assuming they're, and of course I know they would be much better. That's for another video though. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Do you agree with my ratings? What do you think about them? What is your favorite uncommon fruit from the lot, or what is your least favorite? But that's all the time we have for today. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.